Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today. We are going to be making something really fun and really special. It's not something that you need me actually to give you a how-to because it's just following the recipe on the box. But I think that a lot of us avoid them because it just seems like it should be a lot of work, but it's really not. So do something fun and special, make a special treat that's simple and easy, and then we're gonna do something even a little more fun with it to give it a special magic. So stick around and watch. Okay, what we are going to make today are beignets, French donuts. And I know the idea of making donuts at home for a lot of people seems a bit overwhelming, and honestly, I've never made regular donuts at home. But beignets are so easy. You just follow the recipe on the box, couple little things, roll them out, dust some flour. I'm going to show you how to make it. And then the way we're going to add our little bit of magic is cutting them into Mickey shapes. As Diana said, everything tastes better when it's shaped like a Mickey Mouse head. So, let's get making these. The recipe is right on the box. Un, deux, trois, quatre. 4 simple instructions. Mix it, roll it, fry it, and then eat it. How easy can that be? There's just the two of us, and I'm going to reduce it because I don't need this. This portion makes about 2 dozen. We don't need 2 dozen. I was going to make these on Christmas morning for my family, but my daughter had other requests, and so her request won out, and I'm going to make them today for you instead. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to portion out our mix. One cup because I'm having it. Set that aside. Now, one thing you need to know about making the Café du Monde beignet mix is that it does have an expiration date. I didn't realize that one time when I made them, and they were just horrible. They didn't rise. And so then I realized, oh, there's some rising agent or something in here that does not last. So make sure you get a fresh box. I found this at Cost Plus World Market. You can also buy it online at Amazon or Café du Monde's website. Beignets are popularized by Café du Monde, but they have a history dating back a long, long time. And I think I made a mistake using the whisk because it's now caught in there. It'll come out, but yeah, a spoon probably would have worked just fine. Again, I am not a professional chef. No formal training whatsoever. And so sometimes I make mistakes just like every home chef. But that's part of the fun and the experiment of learning. Just try things. All right, after we get our dough made, we're going to roll it out into about 1/8 of an inch thick sheet on a well-floured surface, and then just put that dough out there, roll that out. Flour is okay to get on there. Just dust it so you can roll it. And look what I got. If you saw my gingerbread vlogmas, you saw I mentioned getting one of these. And sure enough, it showed up in my stocking. Even my wife watches my videos. So roll this out. And generally these are served in, you cut them into squares. And irregular shapes is perfectly fine. And so go ahead and do what you want to do. But making them into the Mickey shapes is perfectly wonderful. And when you drop these in the hot oil, they're going to puff up and become, as they describe them, oh, I guess I saw it on a website, describe beignets as soft, doughy pillows. They really are just wonderful. I've never had the joy or the privilege of going to Louisiana and going to Café du Monde in person, um, but I sure love these. Someday I'll get to go. So, let's cut that out. Tip, if you remember, is to put your cutter in a little bit of flour so it doesn't stick. Let's see. Take that away. And I'm just going to take this extra. 4 Mickey heads is perfectly fine. Going to take this extra. Oh, that Mickey got a little. Oh, that one's sad. We're going to re-roll that out. I don't know if now by redoing this, if I've overworked the dough, I know that you don't want to overwork any dough. So hopefully these will still be okay. I believe they will. And then I'm just going to take the rest of this and I'm just going to cut those up in a little portion. Let's get to dropping them in our oil. Okay, I suppose one of the reasons a lot of people don't want to make donuts at home is it uses a lot of oil, and you have to get the oil very hot. So be careful. The box recommends about 370 degrees. You can see I have my probe thermometer in there, and it is very close. I'm going to go ahead and test. It should bubble up and rise to the surface within a few seconds, and there it comes to the top. And we want to bathe it in the hot oil, flip it over, and they're going to rise and get pillowy inside. Look at all that bubbling going on around there. And so be very cautious with all the hot oil. It certainly bubbles and cracks as it's heating up. I don't have a personal home fryer, so I'm going to give that a shot. That's crisping and pillowing nicely, just that little piece. Alright, we hit the full 370. And you want to cook them till they get nice and golden brown. Let's go ahead and drop in some of our Mickey heads. Okay, these are crisping up nicely, floating to the top. Look at that, that's beautiful. Flip that over. These are not hard to make. And yet, if you had said to me a few years ago, just make your own donuts, I'm like, no way. That sample one looks nice and golden. Beautiful. That Mickey head, the poor ear got deformed. I did not realize that I didn't have a full Mickey. So, I hope your post-Christmas, your post-holiday time has been going nice. I enjoyed doing the Vlogmas each day, and I'm looking forward to doing some different content as the year goes along. And I thought this was a good way to start, that even post-holiday you can do some nice fun treats for your family. And beignets are wonderful. You want your oil to be deep enough that they can float. They recommend 1 to 2 inches. I'm right at about 1 inch. That's a lot of oil to use. And since I'm not making a giant portion or a full-size portion, I'm not worried about my oil getting bad, you know, filled with a lot of extra flour and stuff. These are browning beautifully. They've puffed nicely. Alright, I am going to take these out in just a moment. That one definitely looks beautiful. Look at that. Put it on a plate with some paper towel. I'm going to go ahead and cook off all the extra. These are obviously weird random shapes, but whatever. Okay, I'll take these out. And the next step is what really makes them all so special. What you want to do is, you can do this in a bowl, but what's so fun is they serve these at Disneyland and at Café du Monde, as I understand. They serve them in a paper sack that has a bunch of powdered sugar put in the bottom. And so you just drop them in the bag with the powdered sugar, being careful not to burn your hands. Putting them in, maybe use some tongs or something. But drop them in the powdered sugar, fold up the bag a little bit, and shake it up. Now, want to do something extra special? Maybe crush up some candy canes for peppermint in here. Powder up your candy canes. Or put some cinnamon in here for a cinnamon sugar one. Any other ways that you could augment some cocoa powder with the sugar. And then you could have different flavors of beignets. But the standard is just the white powdered sugar. Let's pull one out. Oh, these look great. Look at that. That is so wonderful. Okay, there you have it. How easy is that? Look at that. Some beautiful beignets. Make a nice, good pot of coffee. French press, perhaps. So easy. I've got another video where I teach you how to make French press coffee. I'll put that link in the description below. But just enjoy this wonderful treat with your family. Okay, steaming hot cup of coffee. Mickey head beignets. So wonderful. I'm going to go give some of these to Diane as a treat. Have a great day and come back. Subscribe, like. We'd love to see you for our next video. Have a great day.